Hey, Colleen, how are you doing?
Hi, Liam. I'm doing well. How are you?
Great, thank you. We've got
Awesome.
another closer look on this on the go today. So, welcome everybody. For Thank you for joining us. Today we are looking at the Ultra LMS 3900.116 May 2025 release, and specifically we are looking at one of our top picks, and this is all about text-based columns in Gradebook. This is an item I think that's been asked for frequently, and so now it's available. So we're excited to share that update. For those of you who are not familiar with this, here's a quick little overview for what this means. So now in Gradebook, as probably everybody's aware, you currently only have the ability to add numerical values into Gradebook, so you can have scores. Whether or not those are calculating into your overall grade is kind of irrelevant. You can put numerical values into things that don't count. Um, and there is the option, and we talked about this a little bit before recording, Colleen, like, oh, maybe we should talk about custom grade schemas, but we don't want to confuse the matter, but we will just put that out there that you have the option to create a custom grade schema where you put in a value out of or a score out of a particular value and have it present a text value. But this is different. This is just, I just want to write in some text and have that visible to me in the grade book. Or let's find out. We'll find out if that's visible to the students. Um, yee, I don't know if that is. It'll be a bit of a discovery. So
On the fly.
hang on. So what this all means, so instructors can now create text-based columns in the gradebook. These columns allow instructors to record up to 32 characters in length and are not restricted to text input. So you can put numbers in there and you can put characters, but it's designed to be text. Instructors can create text-based columns using the add workflow in both the grid view and gradable items page, and we'll demonstrate what that means. You can name the column. Oh, there it is. I must have glossed over that when I was familiarizing myself with the text, but you can control whether or not the students can see it. You can add a description and so on. We're going to talk about a couple different examples for how you might choose to use it. And then yeah, we'll explore this and see where this takes you. So let's actually jump into doing a demonstration of what this will look like. To do that, I'm going to jump into my course and look at my gradebook here. You can see I'm in our demo account, and just to remind people, these are not real students. They're not, so I'm not disclosing student performance here. These are fakes. But I am in the grades view, or the grid view, we often call it, or the matrix view, where you get to see all of the assignments and all of the students. You can do what we're about to do in this view, as well as the gradable items view. But since we're here, we're going to start here, and adding a text item is fairly straightforward. We're going to go anywhere we want to add the item. We want it to be the very first item. We can click, we can see here, there's that plus icon will appear. We want it to appear in between items, we can go there. So let's, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to put a grade column, or sorry, a text column right here. So click the plus icon. Um, and I want to take a moment and just explain the difference between these items. You have the add item, which has always been there. Add text item is the new piece that we'll talk about. Adding a calculation is more custom sort of manipulation of grades. The add total calculation works just like the overall grade, but doesn't display as the overall grade to your students, and then you have your attendance as well. We're going to go in, the add item is as if you were building an assignment that you don't want to live in the content area in your course, or some sort of offline assessment that really kind of is out there. There's no instructions, no submission box. That's what this add item piece here means. If you're going to use this, I would probably encourage you to use just create an assessment in your content area. That way you have a bit of connection, and it avoids a lot of confusion as well that I tend to see when I'm working with people with their grades. So we're going to click the add text item right here, and you can see it opens up this menu on the side. We give it a title. We can set the visibility and the description. Now, for this example, probably the first one that came to my mind was, oh, maybe we want to just flag if we have a student that has a learning facilitator, maybe we want to record who that is. So we'll just give it a title. I'm going to call it LF. Actually, I'll do the whole thing, learning facilitator. And I'm going to keep this hidden because we don't need students to see that. And we can type in here a description if we wanted to say this is who the learning facilitator assigned to specific students. I'm going to skip that here and click save. Actually, why don't I just do that here while I'm in here? This is this LF assigned to individual students. There we go, and hit save. And you can see there's our column called Learning Facilitator. Um, and now we have this whole area here. Now, if we were to try to enter a text value, I'm going to try this here on Colleen's. I'm going to try to type a text. You can see it wants a score. So if I were to write Liam here, you can see it's not going to allow you. It needs to be a numerical value. So but looking at the learning facilitator column, I can click in here. You can see it does not request a score out of. So we're going to write that Mark is Colleen's learning facilitator, hit enter, and that's recorded now. So we can see that there's a learning facilitator recorded for Colleen. And do the same thing for myself because I am the student that I can jump into preview mode for. And I'm just going to write Colleen. Colleen is my learning facilitator. And I think that's it. Now you can see the line through here does indicate that this is not visible to students. So I'm going to click the icon and I'm going to click edit and I'm going to change that to visible and hit save. Now this is visible to me as the student. If I jump into student preview mode, hit start preview, and we go to our gradebook, and you can see that here I am and I see learning facilitator and I can see that it says Colleen. So the record of the score or the value is right here for me as the student to see because I've made that visible. If I don't make that visible as the instructor, then they would not even see that column, which is consistent with all of the other assignments that we have in Gradebook. So I'm just going to save that student data to keep my preview user. And now I'm going to just type in a few. And I know it's probably unlikely that everybody in your group or in your class has a learning facilitator, but we can just search through here. I'm going to write George. There we go. We've got a few different people. And the reason I did that is because I want to just check and see if this sorting tool is actually going to do it. So it gives us all of the 0 values and then C, G, and M. So it did alphabetize that if we're wanting to sort through it, which probably presents different options for how you want to go through other ways that you might use this tool. Let's go into the gradable items. I'm just going to show you that we can do this in this area as well. You'll notice that when I added it in this grades column, I added it to be the first on the left, which means when we go into the grade category, it's first from the top. So remember that it does kind of correlate positionally that way. Let's go under journey. So we're going to go in the middle here, click the plus, click add text item. Maybe we want to identify what section each student is in. Maybe you've got your courses merged and you want that readily available. I don't need my students to see that, so I'm going to click save. And now I have this new section. You can click in here. We can see all of the students and we can click the add text and add the value here. I actually prefer to be working in the grades area, so I'm going to click there. And you can see there it is right here. There's our section. So section, this is Monday, and this is Wednesday, Monday, Monday, oops, Monday. And in case you're wondering how I'm flipping through this so fast, I'm using keyboard keystrokes to navigate through the gradebook. This was wait, was this last, Colleen, our last release or this current release where the accessibility for a gradebook was improved?
Last one.
Right. So, oops, here we go. So I can hit enter, type in my value and hit enter again, and and it will pop me right back down to the bottom one. If I typed in a value, like I did a moment ago, Mundat, typed it wrong and hit enter, I can use the keyboard just to move up, hit enter to go in there, backspace, and go along. Now I can also use keyboard, the keys, the arrow keys to move around as well. So lots of, oops, hit enter to jump into a cell. Oops, there we go, another Wednesday.
Mhm.
I should have chosen a shorter day to type. There we go, and we'll do. Okay, so I've given most of this. Oh, I've got one more. I might as well just finish it. Monday. So now I've got everybody in their sections. I can sort them as I'm going through. So all of my Monday sections are at the top. All of my Wednesday sections are at the top. So it may not do a lot for how you administer your courses, but if you just got all of your papers in from your Monday group, you've got them sorted now, and here they all are, sorted up at the top, and then I can do my Wednesdays afterwards. So pretty convenient. Um, we talked about, so learning facilitators is a good example of how you might use your text columns, the section, so the Monday or Wednesday, even the number value, like to create a section 3 or a section 5 or section 800, right? For example, having that as a numerical value just feels weird, but you could type the number 800 if it was section 800 or 500 or whatever. Program areas, some of our courses, you have students who are enrolled into your course from different program areas. Maybe you've got, sometimes I teach students who are in the business admin, but at the same time, I've got students in the same class who are from the office admin health sciences. So you can have students in different areas and you can flag that here. Maybe to inform how you're, which program coordinator you need to reach out for that student. What else did we come up with? Completion. Oh yeah, that was one you came
Mhm.
up with, Colleen, was
Yes,
completion
yes,
of an item.
I deal with a lot of requests about the academic integrity modules. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so if you want to just, you don't want it to be a gradable item, you just wanted to write something down, they say, yep, they've done it, or you've followed up with them, then you can do that there. Presentation status, sorry, if they're on, maybe they're on academic probation, you want to flag that somewhere where you can quickly see it, or any other maybe positive status that you say, oh, the student is recommended, or so forth. And then the other one I thought of was, oh, the groups. If you maybe, and I can think of like the there's the event management program. If you are in one of the capstone groups, maybe you want to have them separated and have them flagged to have different groups there. So there's a few different ways that you can use this, and I think hopefully this is of value. I'm just trying to think. Oh, I wanted to see if we can filter.
Mm.
This is poking around a little bit, but if we search for Monday, no, I cannot. What if can we filter by groups, by gradable items? Does not look like, oh, here,
Yeah.
section. Okay, filter students. I don't see the value come up here though, so I don't think I can do anything there. Whereas if I were, oh, never mind. I think this is just filtering out what I get to see. So if I only wanted to see the sections and click apply, it
Mhm.
gets rid of everything else in my gradebook. Sorry, it's not a filter as in filter by that, but maybe, stay tuned, maybe that's going to come out and we can filter by the values. So
Mhm.
maybe we should put that forward as a suggestion. Sort.
Yeah, actually,
What
that's
filter?
Liam. I'm going to say that that's something I was thinking about when we were talking about this. And again, because we have a little chat before we record, that other folks are not privy to that conversation. But this was available in the original version, and we did get quite a bit of feedback at the time we went to Ultra that it was missing and dearly missed because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
faculty like to use it. So it's a great opportunity when you see something, whether it be a new feature or something that could be built upon to submit on MyGC Life. We do have a form for the idea
Mm-hmm.
exchange, and it's great if you say this is nice, but I'd love it to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You submit that form, and we take care before you. We forward it on to Anthology, and then it gets voted on by the members, and that's how these things come to happen. Is that it's just through lots of folks saying this is great, but we want this, or it could be the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
You've released this, but we don't like this. And they really do take a lot of time and consideration for feedback. So we highly recommend anybody who wants to do that, just go to MyGC Life and grab the ID exchange form.
Yeah, great. Good plug. Way to go,
Mm.
Colleen. So,
Woo-hoo.
yeah, so that is the text columns that have been added to Gradebook. Watch for that in the May release, just coming up in the very near future. So let us know what you think. If you find this to be something like, yeah, this is definitely going to be something I appreciate. If you found this video helpful, feel free to like it. Use the comment section below to let us know how you might choose to use it. We gave a few examples, but maybe you've got a better example as well. Be sure to share this with your folks, your friends that you work alongside with, if you think that this would help them. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. That helps us grow our channel, helps encourage the good work that we're doing, and helps make sure that you don't miss anything.
Mhm.
Drop-in sessions are going to continue through the next few weeks. So right now they are Tuesdays and Fridays at 10:30 a.m. And if you're looking to join us, those are online, and the link is available in your Blackboard calendar. That's it for today's closer look at the Gradebook's adding of text columns. I hope that this was helpful. That's all for today. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a great day.